This story, true story, is about um, something that occurred while I was living in Marietta, Georgia. There is a family that lived in I would say something like a mansion. They were foreigners. This house was a house that was owned by a singer, R&B singer, pop singer. They never, they hired me to do a job for them. They never disclosed who the former owner was, and neither am I. So, walking through the house one day, I was coming in through the living room and going into the den. There's a game room, bar, and a den. And I saw that they had an extra room. Now, this extra room was beside the living room. I never went inside. The lady of the house told me if I ever had to go in there to take off my shoes, and that I should not be on my monthly. I'm gonna leave that blank. So I have peered into it as I was walking through the house, but I had no desire to go in that room whatsoever. Whew. They had a lot of figurines, big and small, from what I could see, because the door, it wasn't no door. It stayed open. It was like a big closet. So one day, the older lady of the house, the owner's mother, she was at least 70 something. Quiet lady. Every now and then I used to see her when I was there working. Sitting. Um, but she was always quiet. Ooh, this day I went through went through the house. I was in the den, and I just panned around and I seen a dark, I mean jet black figure walk out of that room, walks out that room with bright red eyes. It was during the afternoon hours, and I was stunned in my tracks. And I know my eyes got as big as saucers looking at this. I couldn't believe it. And it's like a glitch. it went from being that smoky, red-eyed figure. It didn't look like a human body. It definitely had a head. It glitched and it went from one frame to the next frame. And then the frame that came in after was that lady. She was stepping out, looking at me, and she began to put her shoes on. Her little slippers or whatever she wore around the house. She put them on. And went on about her little business. She was a little short woman. I'm a short person. I'm about 5 feet tall. 5'4". She was around my height. When I say it scared the living heck out of me, it did. I didn't talk to nobody about it. I didn't talk to anybody in that family. And I definitely didn't talk to anybody that was with me because we didn't get along so good. I feel like you got to be really close to someone to talk to them about seeing something that strange. So I continued to work, and I was aware that that I may see more things, but thankfully I didn't have to work there after hours or night hours. I was there in the morning, finished my job in the afternoon, got home in the afternoon hours. Everybody was friendly and nice, over generous. They had a swimming pool that was at least 12 feet deep outside. I looked in it. I'm not afraid of swimming pools, but that was pretty deep. It's definitely deeper than any swimming pools I ever occupied before. I'm used to at least 8 feet deep. I stood and I watched the guys drain it and power wash and clean it down and refill it. It was a beautiful house. Also, I noticed when I went upstairs, the wind would be blowing and it sounded like woo, or at least I thought it was the wind. Have big, beautiful rooms. Thanks for watching.